Hey everyone, my name's Luke and I create positive support experiences for our developers here at Facebook.
Hello, I'm Spencer, and I build infrastructure to unblock Facebook developers. Today, we want to tell you about a product that we're launching to help bring the Facebook community as a whole closer together. So today we're going to talk about the Developer Community Forum. We're going to tell you what it is, why we built it, and we're going to go over how to use it. So what is this new Facebook Developer Community Forum? Simply put, it's a question and answer style forum that allows you to ask technical integration questions and receive answers from members of the Facebook developer community. Those members can include other Facebook developers or even Facebook employees. In practice, this means that when you get stuck and you cannot find an answer, you can simply ask the community. We've even built in a reward system so that those who respond knowledgeably will get recognition.
So that's a very general overview about how our community works. But now I want to provide a little bit more context about how we came to build this product. So in order to figure out what our developers expected from a community forum, we simply asked them. And in going over our research, it became clear that they expected a minimum of two things. Firstly, they wanted a clear distinction between their personal and their developer profiles. And we're completely for work-life balance here at Facebook, and we completely understand why this is a necessary and important feature to include. So we did. Secondly, they said that they wanted all implementation questions to be indexable and surfaceable via any search engine, which we also built. We wanted to go a couple of steps beyond this, though, so we ended up building our own community forum from scratch and hosting it on developers.facebook.com. And we did this so that we could be there with our developers, getting a better understanding of the types of issues that they're experiencing on a day-to-day basis, but also so that the top contributors in the community can get the recognition that they deserve.
You will hear reiterated throughout this conference that Facebook's mission is to give people the power to build community and bring the world closer together. And pursuing this mission is really what brings us into work every day. And this mission was the foundational principle on which we built this brand new developer community forum. So we want to show how we've listened by providing you with the environment that you need to continue building world-class apps on our platform. So that kind of covers why and what the motivation is for us building this. Now we want to talk to you about what it looks like and show you how to use it. When you first arrive to the developer community, you'll be met with a landing page, which is populated with a list of threads. Each of the threads represents a question from a community member. This list of threads will be sorted by the most recent. But if you know what you're looking for, you can simply start typing your search terms into the search bar and search through any existing threads and visit them accordingly. If you're feeling like you'd like to answer some questions, then you can select just the unanswered questions, and we will resort the results based on your preferences. Also, similarly, if you want to see the most popular, most upvoted, or just the most recent, just choose the criteria, and we'll update. Now, you can also filter and narrow by a particular category, which is great if you want to dig deeper into a specific topic or product.
So if you've tried searching the community for an answer to your question but still can't find one, it's super easy to just ask one yourself. On the landing page, click the Ask a Question button, and it will take you to this view. So from here, you can choose a category from the drop-down menu. This will make your question indexable and more easily to find by other community members, and subsequently easier to answer. You can also format the body of your question using Markdown, which is a really, really cool feature and something we're very excited about. This allows you to include code snippets in your question, It allows you to underline, italicize, and bold question to make it more easily digestible and understandable by the community. You'll also notice that when typing in the question title, a list of related questions will populate the sidebar on the right-hand side. It's super important to check this before going on to ask your own question. This will more often than not contain a lot of relevant information to the question that you're trying to ask, if not answer it directly. So I'd always urge people to look into this section before asking your own question.
So we've shown you how to browse through the developer community forum, how to compose and ask a question. Now let's take a look at what an actual question and answer thread looks like. When you come to a thread, you'll see a title and a description of the question or problem the developer is facing. And if you know an answer, we encourage you to write your answer right in the composer and post your answer right to the thread. If you otherwise have information or something to add to an ongoing conversation, then use the comment composer instead, and we'll create a threaded conversation within the thread. Now, we want the best answers to float to the top of the list. So if you see some good information or a good answer, then reward that contributor and upvote that post accordingly. We want the best answers to be seen first. If you've asked a question and somebody has provided a working answer which has unblocked you or otherwise solved your problem, then recognize them and select that answer, which will pin it to the top of the thread and allow others to see it as the top solution. Now, we wanted you to be able to express your ideas fully, so we included the proper formatting tools to do so, which means full Markdown support. We'll even render a preview of that Markdown so you can see what your post will look like before you click the post button. Now, if you see a question and you want to have updates on that question, then you can click the follow button in the upper right corner of the thread, and you will receive notifications according to your preferences for updates, any updates on that thread.
Another really cool feature that we've implemented in the Facebook Developer Community Forum is the presence of the community profile. So here you'll be able to find a ton of really useful information about your engagement in the community and how you're interacting with other members. Information such as the amount of points you've accumulated, as well as your position in the overall leaderboard. So points are awarded for asking questions, answering questions, upvoting, commenting, following. And these will ultimately contribute to how many points you accumulate and where you position compared to other community members. You'll also be able to see your name as it appears in the community, and this is something that we're very excited about. So you can see here, Betty Zuberg's name appears as just Betty in the community. My name, Luke Conlon, I'm just Luke in the community. And this is to stay consistent with the feedback that we receive from our developers about making a clear distinction between our developer and personal profiles. We're really excited about this. You'll also be able to see all of the questions you've asked and or answered, as well as all of the questions that you've chosen to follow. And not only that, in this view, you'll be able to see all of the badges that you and your other community members have earned by contributing positively to the conversation on the forum.
So what use is a developer resource if nobody's able to find it? We've worked hard to ensure that you'll find the answers that you're looking for using the tools that you prefer. As developers, when we get stuck, the first place we usually look is in the search bar of our browser. So according to this idea, we've worked hard to ensure that the site is fully indexable by your favorite search engine. This means that you'll get the results you need and you're looking for where you first look. This also means that the entire site is publicly available to read. That means even when you're logged out, you can read, search, and discover answers to your problems with no Facebook login required. Now, we do encourage you to log in and register for the community if you would like to join the conversation or contribute.
So that's how the community works, but now we want to give you some real-life examples of how the community is helping to unblock developers currently. So Bob here is a developer with a company called Chatbot. He's trying to build a messenger bot, but his server isn't receiving webhooks when his bot receives a message. So like everyone else, Bob turns to his favorite search engine to look for information, but comes up short. He goes to other communities and other groups to ask his question there, but never receives a response. I'm really feeling like he's come up against a brick wall. Bob turns to the Facebook developer community, and he asks his question there.
Luckily, Alice, who is a senior developer at My Chatbot, has subscribed to the Messenger category. This means she has opted in to receive notifications for new questions in the Messenger topic. She sees Bob's question and quickly recognizes that Bob is not correctly handling post requests in his callback PHP file. She answers his question by providing a code snippet, which unblocks Bob. Bob, in return, selects her answer to pin it to the top. Alice receives a badge for answering a question correctly.
So this is just one of many ways that the Facebook Developer Community Forum is already helping to unblock our developers. Why not go and check it out for yourselves, guys? We've done our part now. We've built the infrastructure. Now it's up to all of you to get in there and build it up further. Go and ask a question, go and answer a question, and get the recognition that you all deserve. Thanks very much.